Alex, Jeff, anyone else is watching? When I was a boy, back in 1960, I don't know when, there was a puppet series on television called Fireball XL5 that had adventures every week as they flew out into space. And this is my take on what their spacecraft looked like. So as you can see, there's a space plane at the front with its own rockets. And there's a huge booster to get it off the ground. And we launch it at an angle, obviously, using these 4 gantries. I have to admit, the first flight was not a total success, but let's see how it goes. So, just check on the crew, and yeah, we've got a good pilot and a good scientist. Bound to be fine. Let's launch this baby. Oh dear, it's too dark. And it looks a bit wobbly, doesn't it? Let's wait until daytime comes around. Okay, so here's daytime. Tuck the wheels up. You've got to have tucky up undercarriage, very important. Put on the stability control. I think we'll just have 3/4 thrust to start off with and hope that the wings give us enough lift. You can see here I'm using a couple of extra things. I've got a thing here called Flight Engineer, which is quite handy, tells me lots of things. And a thing called Mechanical Jeb, which I'll just hide for the moment, which is like an autopilot. It's really quite useful. Okay, so let's launch this baby. Oh no, change my staging, hang on. We want to get the engines running and then release them. So, launch, let it go, and she's sort of taken off. Cut the engines back a bit, and last time it exploded because it was going too fast. So I'm trying to hold it back to something more reasonable. Well, this is much better than last time. By now we were desperately scrabbling around trying to find parachutes that would work. Let's see if it'll climb a little better. It seemed very keen on the whole climbing. That was the problem last time. As you can see, there's some structural issues here. Oh, I see what I've done. Ah, that was a mistake. I've worked out now that when I was using the symmetry mode to build, I put 2 lots of rockets on here, which are sort of jiggling alongside each other. Ooh, how foolish was that? I think what we need to do is we'll cut the engines out. No, X. And then we'll detach this stage, because we've got fairly high. According to my flight engineer, we're going to get to about 8,000 meters in 10 seconds time. So we'll wait till we get up there. Oh, more than 8,000 meters. 7 seconds to go. Looks quite stable like that, doesn't it? Almost like it will work. Flying towards the sun. And detach, that worked well, not. And then let's see if the other motors will work. No, they didn't. We lost the motors. All we got is parachutes. Oh, because the staging was wrong. Luckily, the engines blew up, so that won't be a problem. But yes, well, this might be a case of back to the drawing board. But you can see what I've got. I've got 2 big parachutes and 2 drogue parachutes just to slow it down. And according to this, it'll hit the sea in 32 seconds. So let's just speed that up a bit. Here it goes. See, the idea is quite good, I think. It's just the way I do it that's not so good. So, just a couple of 1,000 meters left to go. Any crew report, guys? Well, they've assessed the situation. But looking by their faces, they're not very happy. Ah, that's better. That's what we wanted it to do, to come down horizontal. Put the wheels down, it's always handy, especially on water. See if we can pitch the nose up at all. Well, we can a little bit, yeah. I'll turn the RCS on. Oh yes, now we can pitch up. Oh, look at that. See, that would have been a perfect landing. I wonder why the motors didn't work. Well, they do work now. A bit late now. Oh well. Back to the drawing board. Drawing board, but bigger wheels on the front and some extra small ones here, which are detachable. I'm going to throw them away in a minute. So we've got just a single pair of big engines here, detachable undercarriage, break off on the other engines, 2 rapiers and some parachutes to land on. I think this could be very interesting. Not necessarily successful, but very interesting. Let's see what happens. Oh, take the brakes off before it has a problem. Oh, it had a problem. Back to the drawing board. Just launch it again without putting the brakes on, see what happens. No, that didn't work either. But I do claim to be the best one with the explosions. Upgraded version, only 1 pair of rockets at the back. Tuck the wheels up, turn on the stability, turn on the power, and away we go. Soon. Now, that almost worked. At least nobody was hurt.